April 3rd, for you alone. The idea of spiritual awakening takes many different forms in the different personalities that we find in the fellowship. Basic text, page 49. Though we all work the same steps, each of us experiences the spiritual awakening resulting from them in our own way. The shape that spiritual awakening takes in our lives will vary, depending on who we are. For some of us, the spiritual awakening promised in the 12th step will result in a renewed interest in religion or mysticism. Others will awaken to an understanding of the lives of those around them, experiencing empathy perhaps for the first time. Still others will realize that the steps have awakened them to their own moral or ethical principles. Most of us experience our spiritual awakening as a combination of these things, each combination as unique as the individual who's been awakened. If there are so many different varieties of spiritual awakenings, how do we know if we've truly had one? The 12th step provides us with two signs. We found principles capable of guiding us well, the kind of principles we want to practice in all our affairs, and we've begun to care enough about other addicts to freely share with them the experience we've had. No matter what the details of our awakenings are like, we are all given the guidance and the love we need to live fulfilling, spiritually oriented lives. Just for today, regardless of its particular shape, my spiritual awakening has helped me fill my place in the world with love and life. For that, I'm grateful. I'm Herb the Addictaholic. This is just for today. I've been spiritual in my past. I was raised initially Catholic. I had my first communion. I was an altar boy. And then my aunt, who was taking me to church, it wasn't my parents. They didn't go to church. They sent me to church so they could have their time to use, drugs and alcohol, whatever. Anyways, I went to church with my aunt, and so we started off at a Catholic church, and then she converted to Christianity, and we started going to church near a river close by here. They had a facility, an actual building church, but we would also often have sermons down by the river, which was beautiful. I became a Royal Ranger, which is a Christian Boy Scout. I was pretty deep into it, and it was a really bright aspect of my life. But then there was these dogmatic principles that I didn't agree with. There was the man's side of the religion that I didn't understand why there was all this control going on. And being an addict, I thrive in structure, but I hate being told what to do. I'm a contradiction, right? So anyways, I steered away from the church and more towards partying and doing my own thing. And my conversation that I used to have with God daily as a child slowly dissipated to nothing. And I didn't talk to God anymore. I didn't understand what or who or how there could be a God given all the suffering that was going on in the world. Anyways, being in this program, I've come back to an understanding of my own higher power, of a God, of a universal consciousness that touches every living being and everything not living even. So, it's my understanding. It's something close to me. I don't knock religions at all. Anybody who's religious and has found their spirituality through that, it's worked wonders in so many of my friends and family's lives that I can't knock it. There's the other aspect of extremism in religion that has caused a lot of chaos in the world as well, but I try not to think of religion as only that dark side. There's dark and light to every coin. There's two sides. So I look at the bright side of it as being very beneficial, so if it's religion you choose, that's fantastic. Just I hope that we don't take it the wrong way and use it for the wrong reasons. But if it's meant to build spiritual guidance in life and to stay clean, then it's a fantastic choice. Personally, I think all religions have some overlap, and that overlap is, the similarities, not the differences. That's where I tend to see the brightness. So anyways, thank you guys for coming out. Hope to see you tomorrow. I'll keep coming back. It works if you work it.